A community continues to mourn the loss of 3 young employees killed during an armed robbery at a convenience store last night. The search, meantime, for their killers continues. This is surveillance video now that you're looking at of that.
Now, it happened around 10 o'clock at the Hustle Mart in Farmville. Now, you can see the murderers were caught on the surveillance tape released by the Pitt County Sheriff's Department. The reward has now been increased to $10,000. Hillary Maygosh has been on the scene all day. She begins our team coverage live with the latest information on this case. Hillary.
Well, Dave and Lynette, I'm joined here with Sheriff Neil Elks, and you mentioned the reward being increased, and that has gone up to $10,000. Talk to us a little bit. Why did that reward go up? Who's putting up the other part of it?
I just recently, a few seconds ago, got through meeting with the family, and I explained to them what was going on and that we were offering a $5,000 reward through Crime Stoppers. And they quickly said, hey, we want to up the reward. We want to make the reward attractive to whoever's got the information. They added additional $5,000 to the pot, and they're very appreciative of anything we can do or anybody that's got the information that can come forward and help solve this case.
And of course, we have seen the surveillance video that you've provided us. Obviously, a very brutal crime. What is the latest on this case in terms of the investigation? Do you have suspects? Are you interviewing people right now? What's the latest?
Well, ever since we got here last night, we've been continuously having an ongoing investigation. We've been out today combing the neighborhoods, walking the streets, knocking on doors, reviewing and replaying time and time again the surveillance. We made copies of spots on the videotape that we felt like could help us identify those persons. We've asked you guys to put them out, and by you guys putting them out, it has really generated a lot of interest from the community. We have some people that we're interviewing now as potential witnesses to this crime, and we just asked if anybody's got any information, please call the Pitt County Sheriff's Office or either the Pitt Greenville Crime Stoppers.
And are you confident that these suspects will be caught?
This is a very solvable case. We got a lot of good information, a lot of good leads coming in at this time, and my guys have been tasked to stay on the job around the clock, 24 hours a day until we close this case.
And we have one more question for you. If those suspects are watching right now, what do you want to let them know?
That they need to immediately pick up the phone and call the Pitt County Sheriff's Office and make arrangements to turn themselves in. It would be better if they turned themselves in rather than us coming and finding them and locating them. We encourage you, if you participated in this crime and maybe it didn't go the way you thought it should go and you had no idea the murder was going to take place, you need to turn yourself in now. Immediately you need to turn yourself in. We have good information, and we are satisfied that we will arrest these people.
All right, well, thank you so much, Sheriff, for joining us. And as the investigation continues, community members are mourning the victims, saying they're good, hard-working people who did everything they could to help people out. And community members have been really dropping things off all day long. You can see lots of balloons, banners outside the Hustle Mart, and that's been going on all day long. And again, as they mourn these victims, Sheriff Elks says he's confident that they will catch their killers. Gathered together in song and prayer, those who knew the 3 men killed at the Farmville Hustle Mart are praying for them and for their family members.
It lets me know that the community cares, and we are sharing in their burden right now.
A burden that is felt throughout Farmville and Pitt County as deputies work to catch the men who killed 16-year-old Sam Almugenehi, the store owner's son, the owner's 26-year-old nephew, who also goes by Sam Almugenehi, and 24-year-old David Alloy. Deputies say all 3 were working in the store at the time.
We're not letting anything go unturned. We're taking advantage of every opportunity. At sunrise, we're out here first thing and taking advantage of the daylight, looking for evidence, looking for weapons that could have been discharged, looking for witnesses, looking where a vehicle could have pulled off the side of the road and sped off.
Sheriff Neil Elk says around 10 o'clock Sunday night, a woman entered the store and found the victim shot behind the counter. Elk says the motive appears to have been robbery and says 3 armed men got away with cash and a few items from the store. These are surveillance pictures of those suspects. He says anyone with information is urged to come forward and has a message for one of the suspects in particular.
It appears that maybe one was a lookout, maybe one was more aggressive, and I'm really hoping if this guy's out there that was involved in this, maybe the lookout, he had no idea this was going to happen. It's very important. If he knows something about this case, he needs to come forward now.
The victims are from Yemen, as is their friend Khalil Ali.
They're hardworking. You know, we all come here hardworking, trying to take care of family. Everybody has a big family. You know, we always like to care the mother and the father and sisters and stuff like that. You know, when we came here. I guess we trying to make a living.
Brian Oakley leases the Hustle Mart to the victims' relatives.
They pay me my rent on time. They're just nice people. The young boy was really nice. The high school kid, he was nice.
Now, we talked to some of the victims' family members today who were too upset to go on camera, but they told us 16-year-old Sam Almujeni hadn't worked past 8 o'clock at the store for the last couple of years, but he decided last night to stay and hang out with his 26-year-old cousin who had just returned to the area and had started working at the store again to help out his family. Now, a few of the people I talked with today, including the property owner, said at least one of the suspects in the surveillance video looked familiar. And Sheriff Elk says the suspects left behind fingerprints and cash and says he believes that they got away in a car that was parked nearby. David Lynette.
All right, thanks, Hillary. And as the sheriff just told us, that reward in the case now is up to $10,000. Now, it was a customer who discovered the 3 employees right around 10 o'clock last night and called 911.
And here's a portion of that call.
He's on the floor, the door's wide open, the safe is open, it looks like he's been robbed. Hold on for me 1 second. Okay, is there any serious bleeding? Yeah, he's bleeding. There's blood all over the floor. Okay, is he completely alert? Is he responding at all? No, he's just moaning. Okay, what part of his body is injured? Where was he shot? It looks like he's in his face. In his face? Yeah.